Hey, what's going on, family? How you doing? How you doing? What's going on, guys? So, have some updates today. So, please bear with me. Uh, I've been doing a lot of work recently. I just got back from a tour, and now I'm trying to go through these casting submissions. Now, check it out. With the casting submissions, he said last night, because I had a little free time, I ended up going through about 50 applications so far, right? Now, there were some things that I saw and some things that I didn't see that I'd like to go over now. That way it's a little bit more transparent for you guys. You can understand what's going on. So I try to keep my critiques, right, to about one sentence because I have so many applications. I did not critique people if they qualified for the next round. All right. So if they qualified for the next round, I just said something like, congratulations, you qualified for the finals for Offset or something like that. Right. That's usually how I did it. If they qualified, but they had some issues that I saw, I'll mention that as well. So I'll be like, congratulations, you qualified for Offset. Be sure to make sure your volume levels on your recordings are much higher the next time you get for the next round because it was low during this process. He said, so see, that's how I'll be saying that. If you submitted something that was not up to par, I would say something like your volume was way too low for me to be able to tell whether it was a quality recording. Therefore, I'm unable to use it. Be sure to fix that. If you plan on submitting for the public round, then I give a nice thank you letter and stuff at the end. This is how I basically handle this situation, right? The critiques are usually very simple, like there was a lot of peeking in your video, so I heard a lot of poof, poof, poof while you were doing your stuff, and as a result, I could not use your submission, all right? Most people submitted the proper way, which was either do SoundCloud or YouTube. That's what I saw, so that was a good thing. I actually saw a lot of very qualified individuals apply as well, which was pretty interesting because I didn't expect that, right? I didn't expect a large number of people to actually survive the process initially. So I would say close to 15 people out of the 50 got to the second round, which is actually like a really high percentage of people who made it into the second round, much higher than I expected. So I guess you guys are doing your job and actually paying attention to the voice thing. A lot of people did submit more than once, right? Because at the end, they felt like they could do a better submission than they did earlier in the process. So if you got a rejection email, right? Remember, every rejection, right, and every acceptance is directly to the email in which it was a response to. If you sent me 3 or 4 emails, and I only sent you 1 rejection letter, guess what? You got 3 more emails coming to you. Some of them might be accepted. I don't know, right? But the main thing is we're going to try to get all of these things done by Sunday, all right? Now, the reason why we're trying to get done by Sunday is because we want to basically get them all done before the next payment goes through, right? And the reason why is because I don't want you to think that I'm holding you hostage, right? Until I get that next payment from you. You said one thing we care about more than anything in the world is making sure you understand that you are respected, right? That you are included in our process and that we are transparent. So by getting this all done before the next payment goes out, you're just deciding to stay with us because you love our company. And we definitely feel like that's the best way to approach it, right? That way, everybody stays with us for years, right? We want you to stay for years. We don't want you to stay for a month or 2 whenever we have a job opportunity. We want you to stay for years. So we definitely want to make sure you understand clear as day that we are looking at your stuff for real. We are definitely critiquing it, and we are doing the process exactly how we said we were going to do it. Now, do we have any questions at all on the right? I'm looking for questions. Go ahead and pump your questions right there. And be sure to hit the like button if you're liking the updates. Oh, and a cool story. I saw a application from a 12-year-old girl, right? And she did pretty good. 12 years old. So that's actually pretty cool. You know, it's always nice to have children actors playing children, you know. And like I said, she did a really good job. We'll see what happens. So we got any questions? Come on, I'm ready to answer some questions about the casting information. You know, I know it is lunchtime for a lot of people who are working right now, and that's why there's not that much attendance, but they'll be able to catch this video later on. So if you have any questions that maybe a whole bunch of people could benefit from, please leave it there and I'll answer them. That way everybody will get the answer later on when they get home. One thing I want to let you guys know about is we are going to add a calendar to our website. So, you know, blacksandsentertainment.com will get a calendar soon. The calendar is going to talk about release dates. So you want to know what release dates are coming up, what books are going to be developed, what events are going to be happening. All that's going to be available on the calendar, all right? We're going to be going out to certain schools. We're going to be going to certain events. You're going to be able to see what cities we're going to be going to directly on our calendar. Everybody's going to be able to see it, all right? And that's going to be pretty cool. So if you want to go and shadow us and meet us at actual events and go to what schools we're going to and everything else, please pay attention to that list, all right? It's not going to be that detailed unless we, the people who are booking us, want it to be detailed. But at least you'll know what's going on, all right? Sometimes we're going to be in Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, New York, whatever. And you can catch that on our calendars, okay? You can also catch releases on our calendars, okay? So that's going to be pretty dope. I'm not seeing that many questions, so I'm going to get back to work trying to knock out these applications. All right, guys? Probably didn't. I probably didn't get to them yet. I know one thing, I've been responding to basically everything, so everything's there. The only ones that I haven't really responded to was like repeats. So somebody does the same thing like 3 or 4 times in a row. Like I'll probably only respond to one of them and the other 4 I won't. You know, but for the most part, I've been responding to all of the emails, even when people are not doing the right thing. So let's say someone gives me MP4 files, right, or MP3 files. I won't open that. I'll just simply say, we do not accept downloadable content, all right? And that was on the application page when people got the casting email in the first place. So that's how we usually handle that. You know, everybody gets a response. If you haven't gotten your response yet, most likely it's because I simply didn't get to it yet. I'm at number 300. All right, so I got 300 more to go. Anybody here who already got a response? All right. Is anybody here right now who already got a response? I responded to 50 people via email, and that's just a response to the email in which they sent me. All right. Some people actually gave me a YouTube link as like an invite to a YouTube video, and that's like almost impossible to respond to because I don't have an email address to respond to. So it's like responding to YouTube. So that's something that you might want to watch out for. All right, is that if you gave me just a straight like invite from YouTube, I have no clue how to respond to that. The best I could do is speak in the comment section and say, hey, who is this? You know, any locked in characters? No. This process is to figure out which characters have applicants who are capable of taking that position. That's what this is right now, this round. The next round is who gets those characters, who actually gets those characters and wins them permanently. All right, so I'm weeding through all the applications and organizing them so that I figure out who is the best applicants for each one. Somebody I've noticed is not getting any applicants right now for is Tahuti. Tahuti, everybody's failing on Tahuti, okay? Nobody's capturing his identity at all. So he's wide open. He said, Montu, there's been really good Montus and there's been really good Anhurs. There's been a few, very small amount of Asars that I really liked. You know, Seth has gotten a couple as well. Aso and Nuit has been pretty competitive. But I haven't seen anything at all for Tahuti. I haven't seen really much for Endocles or Loris or who else? The Sumerian, very few got Sumerian. So, and Cristo Noveo, very small amount of people who have qualified for that. So, you know, we'll see what happens. We got 300 more left. So obviously there's plenty of time to get those filled up. But right now they're looking like they're going to be hitting the public ground. You know, so we'll see. Let's see. I sent it off before 11 p.m. last night, Central Time. So, Joseph, man, why you wait so damn long to submit, man? That is like so like on the margin, man. Jeez. Do you leave a like on the YouTube submissions? It don't really matter if I leave a like. The reason why is because most of the people who submitted the YouTube links are all unlisted. So it's a video that's not even seen by the public in the first place. So it's just me. But you'll see my view there. And most of the time I just submit. All right, guys, I am gone. Now I'm going to start working on this stuff. So I appreciate you guys, and I will definitely keep you guys updated with an email response to your submission. Well, with the public round, we will not be responding to everything because it will be much more. It's going to be much more competitive. You know, we're going to have people who are professionals coming in. So if it's not up to par, we probably won't respond because there's going to be a lot of people coming in, and we're going to be the second someone's amazing for it, we're just going to lock them in. We're not going to have like a open window of opportunity. It's going to be, oh, that's an amazing one. We're locking them in just like that. So it's going to be much, much, much more competitive in the public round, you know, but everyone will be getting something. Okay, Brian Hopkins got a email from me. That's good. How'd you feel about that? Brian Hopkins, how did you feel about the email in which I responded to you? Did you make it? I don't remember if you I don't remember if you made it or not, but did you make it? Well, there you go. So you see somebody here in the feed has made it to the second round. So that's cool. All right. There's going to be a lot of people excited, a lot of people who will be deleting their pledges, unfortunately. But it's going to be a very transparent process. And I hope that everybody sticks with me in the long run. All right. Because this is a very hard process to do. And this is a very, very, very elite system that we're putting in place so we can make the best quality product for the Black community in general. So stick with me, okay? Over the long run, regardless if you win, regardless if you lose, it doesn't matter. What really matters is that we're building a foundation for one of the best publishing houses in the history of the United States, okay? Unapologetic, we do it ourselves. We don't have somebody holding our keys and telling us what to do. And then you end up with like all these like people who can't say certain things because it'll offend the wrong people, right? We're going to do our own thing, and we're going to keep creating amazing content. We're going to get it in schools. We're going to get it in all across the nation. We're going to be guests at all the major conventions around the country. And it's because of people like you all pitching in so we can create this stuff at a ridiculous high quality rate. Okay? So that's what's up. Question: we have to resubmit for the second round? You're damn right you do. The second round is going to be insane. All right, insane. All right, we're gonna have actual like real competitions. We're gonna do a lot more than 3 lines for your character, right? And it's going to be coached a bit. Like I said, we want to basically get final quality submissions in the next round, and that will decide who wins the character. And those lines that you record, we will literally be using in the recordings along with all the lines from the character in January or so. That's when we're going to start filming. All right, so everybody say congratulations, Brayon, for making it to the second round. Glad we had someone in here who made it to the second round. It makes all the difference in the world when you see it yourself and you actually see people did make it. Violin, I'm only through 50 of the 366 applications. Most likely I just didn't get you to yours yet. So be on the lookout, okay? See y'all later. Manuel Godoy out.